Hello, beautiful people. This is Eleni, and today I thought I would talk to you about integrating into life post ceremony because on the day that I had the ceremony, which is 7th of July, you're really much in a state of, all here. It's very much living in gratitude and living in love. And so I thought it would be good to talk to you about, well, how do you navigate life post-ceremony? Like, how do I do that? So it's very interesting. And, as you guys know, I've talked about my ego death experience here in this group. And truly, on the day that I had the ceremony, I really felt that my ego was non-existent, but I was told, and this was definitely true, that it was still there, but it was just really, really, really tiny, and it was easily manageable. And so post-ceremony, in terms of integration back into daily life, what I find is that I just need to observe all the time. So I need to be in that observe mode all the time, which is observing my thinking, observing my actions, observing what's going through my head, and being very mindful about what my thoughts are. So as an example, our auction for our house has been changed for the 4th time because of lockdown, because the auction date is dependent on stylists, photographers, videographers, all sorts of players play into that. And honestly, I didn't bat an eyelid. Honestly, I didn't. It would definitely be to my highest good. Whatever happens, it would definitely work out. So even though all the dates changed again for the 4th time, all our plans were thrown out, that's okay. The way that I thought about it was, okay, so for the date to be later than the original date, what that means is that I'm going to get a better price because it's going to be warmer and we have a pool. So it's going to work out better for me. And just knowing that there's so much peace in that. When you absolutely know that whatever will happen, it's working out for your highest good and you just don't know it yet. There's just this really kind of peaceful, serene feeling about that where it's going to be fine. It'll all work out. It'll all work out. It'll all work out. But in terms of anything else that's going on, it's if I do have some kind of response or reaction, I always ask myself, what is that? Is that fear? What is that? Is that fear? Like when our business was locked down again, and I had a brief momentary thought about, here we go again, no clients face-to-face, and some clients, they just want to be face-to-face, no clients until the 2nd of September. It was like, no, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. There's no fear. Look at the higher perspective. Look how huge the timeline is. It's absolutely all okay. So it's all good. It's all perfect. It's all going to work out perfectly. So it's all good. And when you really have that trust and that surrender, and that's the way that you navigate your daily life, there's so much stress that you don't experience because you're not living in the future. You're only living in the present. And the present is all about, am I okay today? Yep. Good. That's all I need to think about is today. So how do you, integrate surrender into your life? Because it's a common term that people use, but I think that it is trickier than people, admit to in terms of surrender. And for me, surrender means surrendering to whatever's going on in my son's life, in my life, in my family's life, surrendering to knowing that it will all be fine, it will all be good, and everything is perfect and divine, exactly as it is. So I'd love to know your thoughts. Please put them in the comments below.